If you had one message for the youth out there regarding farming and agriculture, what will your message be?
Man, especially those city boys, city people, man. I was born in the most, I can call it, it is one of the part in Kigali where you're gonna find, these people who can drip, who can put on nice clothes, those artists. But man, still, I managed to come into this farming business. And you know what? In the beginning, I was thinking of, go out there, sell clothes and shoes, stuff like that. And I even tried. But you know what happened? Man, this stuff, they can make you look good out there because you're selling shoes, you're selling clothes, you're clean. But when it comes, money-wise, you are not making nothing. Man, make yourself dirty and come into this business. I'm not even sure that's making yourself dirty because in the end, I'm here, but let alone now we go clean myself and you ain't gonna be differentiating me from somebody who has been in the city, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. That's amazing. You have 2,000 birds, yeah? And 3,000 laying birds. What is the quantity of feed you give in here daily?
As I told you, it's gonna keep increasing. The feed that I'm giving them right now is not the feed that I was giving them last week. So it keeps changing weekly, but this week we are feeding them 123 kgs a day. And next week it is gonna be 127 kg. So it keep on changing.
Okay. And for the 3,000 matured laying beds, what quantity of feed?
380 kilo.
Daily?
Daily.
At full production or at 70% production, can you get back that money?
Yep, 100%. At 70%, even at 65%. Right now, according to the price of egg here in Rwanda, at 65%, you can get this money.
Discover the low farming method that keeps your chicken warm, clean. Good day, I'm Ayon, and welcome to Agricdeck. On today's episode, we're going to be discussing with a deep litter farmer with many years of experience in the industry.
I go by names of Freedom Iradukund. I'm managing director of Prolific Farm Ltd, where we do the rearing of chicken, specifically layers. We have got 5,000 chicken, and where we are right now, we got 2,400 little chick, which are not yet starting laying, but we got other 3,000 up there, which are already started laying.
So what really inspired you into layer farming?
What inspired me the most is my mom. My mom, she had been doing this for so long. When I was doing my university, she just left the city of Kigali to the rural so that she can start this business. So I learned from her doing this kind of business.
Oh, so you have been doing this for a very long time?
On my side, I don't think it is real long considered to when my mom started, because my mom started 2017 and I started 2021.
And did you study farming in the university?
No, I did mathematics and statistics.
And now you're a farmer?
Yes, sir.
So you are more interested in the calculation, the money calculation part?
I can do that, but this is my passion. This is where my passion lies. So, I love what I've been doing. So it looked like I wasn't even loving this math stuff. But when it comes to farming, man, I enjoy doing farming.
You have 5,000 layers. Did you start with 5,000?
No, I started with 500 chickens.
500.
And I was not even here. I was in my mother's farm. That's where I started my own farm. So that means I keep on growing because I left my mom's farm. Now I got my own farm here because I was like, with this 500 chicken, I was looking like I was renting, even though she wasn't asking me this money, but I was renting my own land.
You are a layer farmer with over 5,000 layer beds.
100%.
How do you get them to this stage?
We just make our order to this guy who is an agent of this company, which are in Belgium, which got hatcheries. They got hatcheries because in Rwanda, they don't have no hatcheries, which do these layers. So we press our order to this agent, which are here in Rwanda, and we wait for a whole month. And then we go to the airport, to pick our chickens up. And then we get them to the coop. You have to build what I can call brooding. It's where, you keep this young chicken warm, getting this clean water, food, it be something, not big as this, so that you can maintain the temperature in there. So you keep on feeding them, vaccinating them, because we be having timetable of how we gotta feed them, how we have to vaccinate them, when these diseases might rise, considering to what age they have got. It is a process. As you can see, all of those, they got two months and a half, but still we keep in touch with everything because we have got we got everything written. We are not discovering anything. It is there, it is in the book. We're just following the process.
What species of chicken do you have here?
I have Isa Brown.
Isa Brown.
Yep.
And everything is Isa Brown.
Yep, Isa Brown.
So why Isa Brown?
I can even do Roman Brown, Highline Brown. As long as it is this chicken which is designed for laying egg, I don't care, because I know that the kind of chicken, whether it is Isa Brown, Highline, Roman Brown, it doesn't matter. What matters is how you treat your chicken. That is what makes you make money in making a lot of eggs. So I can do any of those kind. I don't mind.
Okay, so the species doesn't matter
to me, because at my mom's farm, we did Highline. And I know how, a lot of people are like, Highline, they don't produce well, blah, blah, blah. But man, it was one of the best flock we have ever had. But you know what? The reason why it is because of the treatment we'll be giving our chicken. Feeding them, properly, make sure that the coop is clean, the litter is clean, everything's clean. Man, you take care of your chicken, they're gonna take care of you, no matter what kind of chicken you are keeping in your coops.
Do you ever plan of keeping cages someday?
Cages?
Yes.
I'm not planning on getting cages in my farm. I ain't gonna lie, I'm not planning on doing anything like that, because man, I have been seeing people doing cages and they sign out, doing these cages businesses, because you buy cage, them seller telling you that, you can keep like 7 or 10 chicks in this cage. And in the end, man, you end up seeing like you can only keep 5 chicken in that cage. And you end up spending a lot of money, because in the end, you're gonna have this cannibalism coming back, because them cage sellers, they are not loyal. They don't tell people exactly what will be happening. But I have been seeing people who do cages, and in 2 years, they be like, let me get back to this deep litter.
Daily, when you come to this farm, what are the activities?
And I live there. I don't even have to come here, because this is where my life is. Like, if you're doing this farming business, not only chicken, you gotta be there. You don't have to go nowhere. Because you miss one thing, you lose a lot. So if I tell you my daily activity, I will be like, I'm always here. It's not like I'm always in the coop, but I'm always watching everything, happening, coordinating what's happening, like talking to I call them technician, the boys which are here helping me. They are not really boys, they are technicians who are helping, We keep in touch, we discuss, we have, it's like, this is their business too, we share the same vision, It's not like they are my employees, they are my partners in another way. I don't take them as my employees, they are my partners, because without them here, man, nothing will go well.
Are there some diseases that are affecting this bird?
Yep. Commonly, we have coccidiosis. Coccidiosis is most, deadly disease which be affecting especially the young one. The old one is not frequent. The old one, they can be affected by flu. It's almost two diseases. Flu and coccidiosis are the one which be giving us headache.
Okay. And how do you prevent this from happening?
In my farm, I'm trying to not using a lot of antibiotics, I'm trying to use some herbs, some people be like, what, instead of, getting to the hospital, you gotta prevent yourself, So biosecurity, and keep giving my chicken herbs like papaya leaf, aloe vera, ginger, it's a lot of herbs. I got a book that I bought from a guy from Nigeria. There is this guy, I cannot remember his name, but I got this book. And it shows you how you can do. I'm not doing fully organic, but I can call it semi-organic because I try as much as possible to reduce antibiotics that I use, because in the end, these antibiotics are going to affect people. That's why you're going to be hearing people not getting cured from this flu, because they are eating egg, they are eating medication instead of eating egg, you know what I'm saying?
They are all lined up for feed, and it's exciting.
Yeah, some already started getting their food, but because now the guy doesn't scatter food in all these feeders, that's why some be around waiting for him. Like, they be there. I'm gonna be the next in the next feeder that he's gonna put some food in.
And in terms of feeding, how often do you feed them? Yeah,
twice a day.
Twice a day.
During the morning, at 6 and at noon.
Okay. And water as well?
You keep, because chicken equal to water. Water have to always be in the coop. There is no certain time that you have to put in water, man. Water have to be clean, as you can see, man. I can drink this water. If you cannot drink this water, don't even give this water to chicken. They gotta be clean.
And let's say you're supposed to give feed twice a day. What if you miss that period? What happens?
Man, huge can happen. Let's say for those one who are laying, for the young one, they might not be affected as much as these one which are laying. Man, you miss feeding them, you lose the next day egg, and you are messing up with your business.
For these birds, how many kgs are we looking at before they get into egg producing phase? We
be changing kgs every week, because as they grow, we keep increasing, the kilogram that they are having. Like, we on this 10th week, they are now getting 59 grams. Each is getting 59 grams, and they reach on laying period getting 125 grams. That is the maximum, but it depends. Can be 130, considering to the fact that these feeds here, this industry which make feed here in Africa, man, you cannot trust them. Sometimes they tell you that this is the composition, but they end up not doing the same thing.
And at that laying phase, they'll be 3 months old, right?
4 months.
4 months old.
And a half.
4 months that they have. And at 4 months that they have, how many kilograms would they be weighing?
You mean a chick?
Yes.
A chick will be weighing not more than 2 kilos, but it can 1.8.
1.8.
Yep.
Why do you need precisely 2 kilo 1.8?
Because even people, they don't grow at the same size. That's why I'll be like, they cannot go beyond 2 kg, but they cannot go less than, 1.8.
What happens if they exceed 2.5 kg, they grow bigger within that 4 months? What happens? Are there some advantages or disadvantages to egg production?
I don't think that can, it can happen considering to what you have been feeding your chicken. For example, if you are feeding them these feeds which are designed for broilers, they're gonna be getting muscle. But the feed that this industry be giving us, it is for layers. So they be focusing on how this chicken can make eggs. It's not about them getting muscle, it's about them getting egg.
You're a mathematician, a statistician. Let's look at the mathematical part of this business. For feeding, I know that is a major part of the business.
100%.
What quantity of feed do you feed this bird daily?
You mean including the one which are laying or those ones?
Let's use an analysis for 100 birds.
100 birds? Man, a chicken to the day it will start laying, it is consuming right now 11,000 Rwandan francs. Buying it and feeding it, vaccinating it, giving water to the chick, a technician who gonna help you, it is gonna cost you 11,000 Rwandan francs to the point it start laying.
For a chick?
One chick.
Wow. And here you have 5,000 chick.
Yep.
That is 5,000 by 11,000 Rwandan franc. Wow. For beginners, what is a good mortality rate?
For example, this one, when they get here, they were 2,900. But right now, I have already lost 46.
So what is a mortality rate? A good mortality rate?
A good mortality, if you are not going beyond, but you lose a lot of chicken during the brooding. That's where you lose a lot of chicks. So I can say if you are not going beyond 3%, you're good to go.
That's amazing.
And if you are talking to the expert, I'm pretty sure that you might even end up not losing nothing.
Have you ever considered producing your own feed someday?
Yep. I have been thinking about starting producing my own feed, but the thing is, you're gonna need a lot of money. You're gonna need enough capital, because a lot of people be coming here and be like, man, you spend a lot, because like 60% of the money that we make, we give it to these people who are giving us feeds. So they be like, why can't you make your own feed? But man, it requires a lot of stuff to start your own feeding industry. Not the machine, not the experts who are gonna help you, but the raw materials, the stock, buying stock, because I'm not going to make feed and be like, I'm gonna be producing a weekly feed only. You gotta move with like monthly feeds. If you're moving with monthly feed, you know how much money you're gonna be spending, by considering the electricity that you're gonna be using, the people who gonna be helping you. Man, starting your own feeding industry, it's not an easy thing, even though it is possible. But because it's all be depending on how much money you get.
And these chicken are so many and feeding at a single coop. How do you make sure that they get the same quantity of feed?
Good question, huh? What we do is making sure that you have a lot of feed as much as you can. Because once you have a lot of feed as much as you can, you will see once, in the end, you're gonna see that all the chicken are bending down, picking some feeds, If you don't see no chicken running around which cannot find its own space, that's how you know that you got an issue while feeding. You gotta increase your feeders. That is the main trick. You have a lot of feeders as much as you can, all chicken are gonna have the same quantity of food.
For someone like myself who is interested in layer farming, what are the basic things our viewers or we need to know about this?
As I said, consult expert when you want to start your own farm. Because from construction to getting these chickens, all day old chicken, man, It requires expert. You can see how this coop is, it is quite open, in all angles. The only part which is not open, it is in the width. So you check to the experts. I mean, they will guide you. For example, a coop, when it comes to width, you cannot go more than 12 meters. You can go as long as you can doing the length, but the width you cannot go more than 12 meters.
Why is that so?
Because you gotta make sure that the wind, there is free entry of wind in the coop, and free air. If you make this, if you make your coop having this long width, man, the air is not going to be free. I mean, you can have air in one part, but at the middle, you are not going to be having air. And air is one of the most factor for the chicken to be living healthy.
There is no smell in this coop.
There is no smell. As I told you, you make sure that there is no water. You cannot lay water in your litter. You keep the litter dry. That is the secret. That is, I mean, whenever you're gonna be smelling something, that means they have been letting this water in the coop, and that is deadly, because you're gonna end up having coccidiosis in your coop, and coccidiosis can kill almost your flock.
And how often do you change the water?
Because we're gonna keep suspending these drinkers, increasing the level where they are. Once they get dirty, once they put some dirty in the water, we change that water directly. But we are planning on having these nipple drinkers. Using those one, it is not gonna be. We are not going to have this issue of making this water dirty.
How do you manage water so that you remain sustainable? Because I know there's a problem of water in this region.
Yeah.
How do you manage water?
My main problem right now is water. Because especially when it comes to summer, man, even the manager of this Wasak is a camp, I can call it a government staff which be supplying water. He has been here, but I be like, man, we have got to share water. Like, I can't be like a whole month without getting water. I gotta use these trucks which be, to get me water from this, from Kigali or anywhere else. Because here, man, in summer, we cannot have water as much as we can. I can't spend a whole month without water in my pipe, it is consuming me a lot of money, because I pay this truck 150, and 7 meter cube that they get me, it cannot even be here for a whole week. It's only 5 days. So imagine spending 150 weekly instead of spending 40K a month. If I can get water in the pipe, you see how huge.
Is there a possibility of getting a borehole?
That is what I'm thinking of. But I'm hearing these rumors that at certain point, man, this borehole, they end up not having water. I'm not sure if that is true, but I'm still gathering infos. But when I will be fully equipped with info, I'm gonna move with the borehole.
Are there some challenges you face in this kind of business?
We be facing a lot of challenges, but mostly a lot of young farmers be scared of getting into this farming business, because they be thinking that once you invest your money in here, you're gonna lose your money. But that's not true. But coming to the challenges, me as a person who's doing this business, man, these banks, they cannot hear us out. Like, they think like once they let us get the loan, we are not going to pay them back. They don't trust this farming business. That is the main challenge that we'll be facing into this farming business.
Okay.
Access to finance, if I can say it in that way.
Access to finance.
And if I can even get this loan, I'm going to pay the same amount of interest as a person who's getting stuff in China. And I'm going to be, they're going to be like, if you receive money, we want you to pay in the end of the month. And this, you got to take time for this chicken to start producing eggs. I'm going to start paying you from the money that you gave me. That is a problem.
Are there some mistakes you've made in this business that you think other young farmers should avoid?
100%. Brooding. Like when these chicken are your chicks, man, you might end up use all your flock because of the mistake you did in the brooding. Man, if you want to start this poultry business, consult people who has been into this business and tell you how to build your brooding, because you need to know the temperature, you need to know the air that you have to have into that brooding, because, man, there is this time I end up losing 200 chicks. That's a lot of chicks because of this mistake in brooding. So as people who want to start this poultry farming, make sure that you consult the expert.
And in terms of cleaning, how often do you clean the pens?
You mean this coop?
Yes.
We clean that once in a month and a half. Because this is money too. This fertilizer, man, it is a part of the business. We sell this on a good amount of money. It's not only about eggs, but this fertilizer, it is something.
Okay. And are there some practices you must have for this coop so that the birds are healthy?
Yep. Like we make sure that in this litter, we cannot have no water, because once the litter get wet, them chicken are gonna get sick. So we make sure that the litter is always wet. And when my technicians are bringing water in the coops, man, they be suspicious as much as possible so that this water cannot be falling on the litter.
Yeah, that's amazing. So the chicken are getting their meal.
Yes, sir.
And they know already that their food is here.
Yeah, they know. Once it is at noon, they already know that, it's already time to eat, They be around and checking out who bringing food. And I'm pretty sure that they know that guy with his jumpsuit, they know that that's him.
How many workers do you have here? How many technicians, like you said?
Thank you for saying that. It is 4 technicians. I'm the 5th.
The 5th. So you're hands-on. So this is your second layer?
Yep, the one where we got the one which are grown, which are laying, the one which are producing.
Okay. And what capacity is here?
3,000.
3,000?
Yep.
So these are the producers?
These are producers.
How old are they now?
They are 18 months. It's now 12 months since they start laying, because I'm including this period that they take to start laying. Okay. So it is 18 months now, and we gotta keep them from the first day that they start laying. We gotta keep them for 18. They can lay 1 year and a half, But it depends on what quality of feed these industries are giving us, how we are treating our chickens, vitamins, free air entry. It's all factors which it can even reach 2 years and something. Another thing is depends on what is the cost of eggs right in that time, because they might be on 60%, but eggs are expensive. You can buy feed using the 40%. Why getting rid of them? You can keep them. But normally, when they start reaching 60%, we get rid of them. But we cannot do that in less than 1 year and a half since the day they start laying.
Are there some advantages for this deep litter system?
Normally, when I'm doing, because I enjoy farming, I don't only focus on money, even though those cages are expensive. But are you sure that the chicken in here in the cage is healthy? Because if somebody puts you in the cage and you are not free to move, I'm not sure that these chickens giving you the egg happily. It looks like it is a machine which you're feeding, giving it water, and it is giving you egg. But I'm happy, my chickens are happy, and I'm making happy money. But not only that part, they are expensive. Cages are expensive. Consider 2 deep litter system. On the other hand, you cannot make good fertilizer using cages. Still, these, it all have advantages and disadvantages. When it comes to deep litter, at a certain point, they can make the water get dirty, They are not free from diseases, because most of the diseases, they came from litter. But I can manage that by making my litter, as dry as I can, You cannot hear no bad smell in here.
Yes.
That's why, that is the main reason. If I can manage that, I don't need these cages, because deep down, I know that I'm making these chickens look like they are in prison, I consider that part too.
And now that they are open on the deep litter system, are there some cannibalism here happening?
That's why I have got them with this plastic stuff. This plastic stuff. With this plastic stuff, it prevents them to look, above. They just look where the food is, where the water is. But they cannot, this prevent cannibalism.
Okay.
Like not 100%, but on 95%, they prevent this cannibalism.
The eggs are laid on the soil or on the ground, on the floor. How often do you pick eggs here in this system?
In this system, did you see those little cages up there?
Yes.
That is where they lay egg normally.
Okay.
The one which lay egg on the floor, they are moving abnormal. It's not normal. You can have even in a group of a lot of people. You have some people who behave in an abnormal way. That's what happened because they're supposed to be laying in there, in that laying box.
Yes. Okay. And how do they know that is the place for them to lay it?
I mean, while laying, they need private place. That's where they can find their private place.
You have 3,000 layers here.
Yep.
How many eggs do you collect daily?
We collect between 7 and 9 trays of 30 eggs per day. Weekly, because I do my math weekly. Weekly, we make 2,200,000.
Okay.
2,200,000. It depends on the price switches on the market. Sometimes it can be 200. 2,200,000, 2,300,000. It cannot go beyond 2,300,000, but it cannot go less than 2,200,000.
Okay. And the feeding?
The feeding this chicken alone be consuming 1,600,000. It depends. Sometimes this industry be waking up and be like, 1 kilo is going to cost 660 something. Another is 700. So it cannot go beyond 1,700,000, but it cannot go less than 1,500,000.
So profit-wise, we are looking at 700 to 800 weekly.
6 to 750 weekly. 6 to 750 weekly.
That's some huge profit there.
Man, but there are, we're talking about only feeds, but we are not talking about my technician, me getting paid, All those took money too.
Is there money in this business, my brother?
100%. I ain't gonna lie, there is money in this business, but you gotta follow, you gotta trust the process, and you gotta follow the books, do research, and, don't be like, oh, Freedom said there is money in the business and you came in the business blindly. I've been doing this business for more than 5 years, but I didn't quit. I keep on growing instead of going down. So that means, there is something.
That's amazing. And can you advise me and our viewers out there to get involved into poultry farming?
100%. Man, let me tell you, people are gonna keep eating. There is no time that people are going to stop eating, Man, you're gonna find people out there which are not wearing these nice clothes, nice shoes, but in the end, they eat, If you are selling food, that means everybody is your customer. Even though business-wise, you have got to determine your real customer, because not everybody is your customer. But as long as you are selling food, everybody is your customer.
Yes.
I might be like, I will sell my egg to this 5-star hotel. That is what I have determined to sell my eggs to. But even a person who's ready to pay me this price, I don't care whether he's from this 5-star hotel or from anywhere else, he will always be getting egg from me. So the analogy in there, it is that, everybody needs food, we all need to eat. So that means business which includes food, not only poultry farming, I consider that as a good business.
That's amazing. My brother, what are some of the good management practices you've put in this farm so that you remain profitable and sustainable?
I always make sure that I don't care whatever the time, whatever the month, I always have eggs here at my farm. You see, I told you that in general, we might get rid of those chickens, but I showed you the one which in November will start laying. And in that time, you saw this other coop which is free.
Yeah.
I'm still gathering money so that I can put in 1,600 in that coop. So the good management that I put in this farm is to make sure that I'm not gonna lose my customer. They always gonna get what I promised to give them, because, man, if you put customer first, the business is going to prevail. You don't put yourself, because if I be like, I'm the owner of the business, I'm looking at myself, but I look at my customer. If they come and they don't find egg, that means I'm losing them, and they're gonna get mad. And next time when I get them chicken, I'm not gonna go before them be like, I got now chicken, I got eggs. Man, it cannot work like that. So the good thing that I be doing, I always have eggs on my farm, and the price, I try to keep the price constant as much as I can.
How do you source your customers for this business?
Right now, I was dealing with schools, some high-end schools, like one of them is Gashora, and I was dealing with these hotels, but I find out that unless I have got my truck, big truck, which will be transporting my eggs to, delivering all these eggs to my people, I'm using this middleman who got a truck. And we got in contract that, whatever money that I make, you got certain percentage, All he got is truck. But once I got my own truck, thing will change. I will be going there with my own in my name, It look like I'm dealing with this guy who's middleman right now, But once I got my own delivering mode, I will move my own way.
What is the most exciting moment for you as a farmer?
The most exciting moment as a farmer is the day that I left my mother's farm to here. Man, having your own land, your own coop, managing your own stuff, man, that's a blessing. So that is my day. that is the day that make me excited of all the days as a farmer.
My brother, thank you so much for having us here today at your farm. It was an awesome experience speaking with you. We wish you the very best in your poultry farming and every other agricultural endeavor.
Appreciate that, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. Dear viewers, thank you so much for watching. You heard it all from the man himself. There's so much money in farming and agriculture, but you don't need to start in a rush. Start small and grow gradually. There's money in farming and agriculture. People must eat every day. Thank you for watching. If you are new to our channel, kindly subscribe, click the notification bell, like, comment, so you never miss an episode on Agriculture That Matters. Until then, peace.